You take your first breath in a room designed for security rather than comfort. Instead of loving faces, you're surrounded by butlers trained to kill. Your father looks at you not with pride, but with calculation, assessing your potential as the newest weapon in the Zoldyck arsenal. Welcome to Life as a Zoldyck, where childhood is just the first phase of assassin training. Your earliest memories aren't of bedtime stories or playground games. By age 3, you're already being exposed to various poisons to build immunity. Your toys are weighted training equipment. Your games are survival exercises. When other children are learning to count, you're learning how many seconds it takes for different poisons to kill. When they're playing hide and seek, you're learning to mask your presence so completely that even trained hunters can't detect you. Your father praises you, but only when you endure pain without crying. Your mother's affection comes after you survive her assassination attempts. It's for your own good, they tell you. One day, you'll thank us for making you strong. You wonder what normal feels like, but that concept doesn't exist in the Zoldyck dictionary. By age 7, your body has been remade through torture. You've been subjected to electrical shocks to build resistance. You've had your bones broken and reset to be stronger. Your fingers have been transformed into weapons that can pierce flesh like butter. When you collapse from exhaustion, they simply wait until you wake up to continue. There are no rest days, no holidays, no childhood. There is only the family tradition, becoming a perfect killing machine. Killua's white hair isn't a genetic quirk. It's the result of enduring torture that would kill most adults. You're walking the same path and your body bears the invisible scars to prove it. Your first kill comes before you're a teenager. While normal kids are worrying about school tests, you're being evaluated on how cleanly you can assassinate a target. The family gathers to brief you. This isn't just a mission, it's a rite of passage. The butlers prepare your equipment. Your older siblings offer tips, almost jealous that you're getting all the attention. The target is selected carefully, someone whose death will be beneficial to a client, but not too challenging for your first solo mission. Still, your heart races as you approach. Not from moral qualms, those were trained out of you years ago, but from the fear of disappointing the family. Failure isn't an option in the Zoldyck household. The kill itself is almost anticlimactic after years of preparation. You return home to measured approval, not celebration. Acceptable, your father says, which in Zoldyck terms is high praise. That night, you lie awake wondering how many more lives you'll take before you can take control of your own. Family dinner at the Zoldyck estate isn't about sharing your day. It's about discussing technique, contracts, and targets. Your mother critiques your latest mission while serving food that might be poisoned to test your immunity. Your older brother Illumi watches you with those dead eyes, always assessing whether you're becoming a threat to the family order. Miluki barely acknowledges you except to complain about how you get special treatment.
Jealous?
The only genuine connection you might find is with Aluka, but even that relationship is complicated by the dangerous power she houses. Getting too close to her means defying family rules, and defiance in the Zoldyck household carries severe consequences. Even sibling bonds are secondary to family duty. When conflicts arise, they aren't resolved with words. Power is the only language that matters here. The family hierarchy isn't about age, but ability. Your grandfather Zeno commands respect, not because he's old, but because he's still one of the deadliest assassins alive. You learn quickly that in this family, love is conditional on strength and obedience. Your first glimpse of the world beyond Kukuru Mountain is through the lens of a mission. Everything and everyone is categorized as either target, obstacle, or irrelevant. When you see children playing freely, something stirs inside you, a longing for a life you never had. Attempting to make friends is practically impossible. How do you explain your upbringing? What do you talk about when your hobbies include poison resistance and silent killing? Normal social cues are as foreign to you as weakness is to your family. You've been trained to blend in, to observe, to infiltrate, but never to genuinely connect. The weight of the Zoldyck name follows you everywhere. Some fear it, others want to challenge it. Your identity is both a shield and a prison. Even if you tried to escape, how far could you run from skills embedded in your muscle memory and a reputation that spans continents? Subscribe for more.